Silence almost killed my spirit, but I refused to disappear. Lynn Dial's journey hits a pivotal moment. Rumors return, her family heals, and she learns to dance in the rain. This episode will leave you breathless. If you are yet to follow this page, kindly click the subscribe button and the notification bell for new episodes. And don't forget to comment, like, and share. Back home, her mother watched her quietly. The woman who once measured love in grades now measured it in grace. One day, as Lynn Dial washed clothes, her mother joined her without speaking. They scrubbed together in silence until her mother said, "You become a woman I'm proud of." Lynn Dial blinked. The soap nearly slipped from her hand. "You don't have to chase perfection," her mother added. "Just stay honest. That's enough." Her father, ever the quiet one, left a gift on her bed that night, a new calculator and a short note that simply read, "I believe in you." Lynn Dial cried, not because she was weak, but because the cracks in her life were finally filling with light. But as any elder will tell you, every harvest must survive a storm. Just as things were looking up, a malicious rumor sprang up at Riverbend, this time from envy, not truth. A student accused Lynn Dial of lying about her past, of seeking attention. The whispers returned, soft but sharp. Lynn Dial nearly crumbled. She considered leaving the school, but she remembered Baba Babu's words, "The rain does not fear the roof." So she called a school-wide meeting through Voices of Dignity. There, with trembling hands but steady heart, she told her story again, this time fully, openly, without shame. Her courage lit a fire. Others shared their truths. The lies withered like weeds in sunlight. One evening, under a sky painted in orange and purple, Lynn Dial stood before her class to give a speech. "I once thought silence was safer," she said, "but silence almost killed my spirit. I stand here, not because I am brave, but because I refuse to disappear." She paused. "Let us be like the palm tree. It bends in the storm but never breaks." Her classmates rose in applause, not because of pity, but because of power. In that moment, she knew she had not just survived, she had returned. And this time, she was rain, not the storm that breaks roofs, but the one that makes new things grow. Lynn Dial's voice had grown roots in Riverbend High, not the loudest, but the strongest. Still, there were moments when fear returned, like a hawk that circles even when the chickens are inside. That week, Mr. Chuma, the guidance counselor, called her in. He was a lean man with tired eyes and an endless collection of waistcoats. People joked that his wisdom lived in his waistcoat pockets. "You've done well, child," he began, adjusting his spectacles. "But don't let the praise confuse your path. A crooked path still leads home, but it takes longer." Lynn Dial looked puzzled. He smiled, then reached into his pocket. Out came a small rock. This was once sharp. "Look at it now. Smooth. You know why." "Time," she guessed. "Time, yes. And rivers. Rivers that rub and wash and wear until the rock becomes soft, wise, useful. You are that rock, my dear." He leaned closer, voice low like a sacred drumbeat. "But be careful. When you become a light, moths will come, not just people seeking truth, but those looking to dim you." Lynn Dial left the office quieter than she entered. Outside, her friend Zui nudged her. What did the wise man say? Lynn Dial chuckled. "That I'm a rock and moths might attack me." Zui blinked. "Did he give you medicine for that?" They both laughed, but in Lynn Dial's heart, the message remained. She was on a path, crooked, yes, but now clearer. Market days in the village were always vibrant, but nothing beat the unplanned lessons Lynn Dial got at Mama Wex's tomato stall. "Child," the old woman said one sunny Saturday, "these tomatoes may look ripe, but inside, some are as sour as betrayal." Lynn Dial laughed. "So how do I pick the right ones?" "Same way you choose friends and teachers. Don't just look. Listen. Feel. Wait! Truth reveals itself like a fart in a quiet room, impossible to ignore. Mema Wexa had never been to school, but her words always stuck like palm oil to a white shirt. She glanced at Lindao's books in her arms. Still chasing numbers. Eh? Yes, Mama. Good. Let those numbers fear you. Don't fear them. Even a chicken can peck a lion's toe when it's bold. Later that day, as Lindao solved equations at the store, a customer sneered. Ah, a girl with books in a market? Go home and cook. Mema Wexa slapped a tomato on the table. It burst. You see that, she said to the man. One word can burst ignorance like a soft fruit. This girl will teach your sons one day if she doesn't replace your president first. The man left with no tomatoes. Lindao smiled. Mema Wexa winked. Though miles away from Sunrise Academy, Mr. Dubaku's shadow still crept into her nights. Some dreams painted him with eyes like vultures, circling, waiting. Other times, she heard his voice in her tests. You'll never make it without me. She began to pray before bed, lighting a candle and whispering, Let no darkness follow me into my tomorrow. One evening, she told her dream to Baba Babu. He puffed his pipe and said, Him ghosts don't fear doors, but they hate light. Keep speaking your truth. It's fire to their wings. But what if people still don't believe me? Then leave them behind like yesterday's fufu. You cannot carry everyone. He leaned in. You are no longer that frightened girl. You are thunder with braided hair. Let your voice rumble. And so, she did. She began journaling her story, giving each page a piece of her pain, her fight, her laughter. Each word was a hammer against the chains of Faye. Soon, even her dreams began to change. Now, when Mr. Dubaku appeared, she would look him in the eye and say, You do not belong here. And just like that, the ghost would vanish. It was the season of rain. Riverbend turned lush. The trees grew jealous of each other's green. Students skipped puddles and ran through corridors like playful goats. But in Lindao's world, a different rain was falling. The rain of recognition. The principal, Madam J, called her to the assembly stage. This girl, she announced, has turned shame into strength. She is proof that even broken pots can hold new water. The students clapped. Some teachers smiled. Others kept straight faces, perhaps hiding guilt or admiration. Afterward, a boy approached her. My sister went through something like you, but she stayed silent. Lindao touched his shoulder. Tell her silence is not safety. That day, it poured, but Lindao danced in the rain, her arms open, her laughter loud. Someone shouted, You'll catch cold. She replied, Then let the cold teach me strength. Her joy was not foolishness, it was resistance. If you enjoyed this story, do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button below. Tap the notification bell so you never miss new episodes. And don't forget to like and share if this story touched you. Your support helps us keep bringing you more amazing African tales. See you in the next story.